Hey everybody, welcome in, it's Nova here, Rocket Stone.
By the beard!
We're here with a Lithophage Outbreak exploration today with a very special guest. Welcome in, GrandLordGaming.
Did I hear
What's up, Rivers?
We're here to go through the Lithophage Outbreak, show you guys what that's all about, kind of give our thoughts on it, what we think of it.
Rockpox organism!
We're also going to tell you guys about a couple of really, fun, sad, crazy DRG experiences, what got us into Deep Rock.
Yeah! Let's rock and stone!
So you can tap on the containers here in the space rig. And there's also, if you stand on it long enough, a bucket back here. If you stand on it long enough, you get infected with the rockpox. Why they have an open bucket on the space rig is beyond me, but...
Just as a little heads up, guys, with the new outbreak warning, it's going to count as a second primary objective. So if you go into the mission with Lithophage Outbreak, you will need to clean the cave as well as complete the primary objective in order to exit the mission.
I was going to say, very important to note, you cannot leave the mission until you do it.
Come on, guys! Let's leave!
And there can be anywhere from 1 spike to, I've seen up to 4 when I was playing on the beta build.
I've seen 4 mostly on max complexity caves.
Yeah, I feel like it's more likely that you're going to get more of them if the cave is more complex.
And I have noticed this when playing the beta with Blitzwing, who is also gaming for the recently deceased, if some of y'all haven't heard of him.
Rock and stone you! Rock and stone! Need some rock and stone heart!
Hey, let's do this.
Game on, boys.
Yeah!
Alright team, you're going after eggs this time. Alien eggs. Can't miss them, they're big and they glow. Get the eggs to stow them in
Nitra already, that's good. We got an egg already over here. It's kind of nestled in the wall.
It looks like we have 3 contagion spikes to deal with this mission.
Alright.
Whack-a-mole!
The way forward is clear. There's more nature. Incoming!
Company!
Bug alert.
The bugs don't want us getting at their eggs, do they? Blasted bugs. Mine.
Well,
We
too
need
bad.
breakfast. These dwarves need a hearty breakfast.
Shredder's out.
Hey.
Weapons ready!
Oh, that's a Praetorian over there.
Born ready!
And that's a brood
Nexus
nexus.
over here!
Shredders!
Found you, you greasy meatball.
Oh, I think when Shredders took out a leech.
Oh, I was gonna be like, what? Greasy meatball? What is that?
That's gotta be the new leech voice line.
Trying to
Maybe.
destroy the food nexus. Shoot the nexus.
Zip line ready!
And there's new voice lines for pinging leeches.
Lock and load! We gotta
That's spitter above.
destroy the food nexus or we'll
Oh.
have Glyphid spawning on our tail forever! Shield up!
Cargo crate over here.
Don't let him
Hey.
flank you!
Yeah, I haven't gotten anything out of those for a long time. Sad face.
Squash him.
Oh,
Whoa.
spitballer!
Destroy the spitballer!
Not anymore, he's not.
Charge!
Oh, plague larva.
Oh, we got the rockpox larva coming in. I see them.
Find the nitra for ammo!
Yep, and there's one of the
This is
contagion
what
spikes
happens
over
when a
there.
Lithophage meteorite is left alone for long enough. Alien! Go!
Stuff is quite gross looking.
Zip line up!
Yes. Yes, it is very much so.
I was born ready!
Alright guys, what you need to do with the Lithophage Outbreak, you get close enough to it, And you can drop down this cleaning pod.
Cleansing equipment.
It's
is
gonna
on
drop
its way.
down 2 foamers and 2 vacuums. One player picks up the foamer and the other picks up the vacuum. Unless you're solo.
The cleansing equipment has arrived.
Then you gotta grab one at a time.
Hurry up, rock pox, and get on with the
As another note, if you are playing solo, if you foam up the boils, you can have Bosco vacuum up the foam.
Can you really? I've never tried it.
Yep, it's true.
Interesting. Wow,
So that's a
these
note for some of
bugs
you
let up.
people trying Lithophage on solo.
And then you'll see in the middle of my screen, there's a meter that tells you how infected you are. If you stay in the rock box for too long, you'll get trapped.
Cover rock boils with foam.
So if you're the player with the foamer, or you got the foamer in your hand, you gotta spray it all over the rock box.
Yep, and then vacuum up like so. Oh, and bear in mind the rock box Glyphids aren't going to be too happy about you destroying their contaminant, so be ready to fight them as you go.
Yeah. Oh. They're not too bad to deal with though. They got a lot of boils on them that you can get rid of. And that does a lot of damage. And there I am infected with Rockbox.
There's definitely a brood nest somewhere down below, because there's still Glyphid spawn.
Yeah, probably.
Die, you pox noodle!
And of course, like anything, there's lots of fun new voice lines for all the new stuff.
This is a very unhealthy work environment. This area is infected with
This is a very unhealthy work environment.
Hoxie's already was an unhealthy work environment even before we had Rockbox. It just got
Yeah,
worse.
now it's just even worse.
Now it's just worse. Let's see if I can get up there. Oh, there we go. Is that enough?
It's a little bit
And there's
further.
a meter on the upper left-hand corner here that'll tell you how much you need to get rid of.
Got it.
And then once you've gotten enough, it just disappears.
Just like that.
Kind of recedes. And then it becomes inert Rockbox.
Not sure if you were truly alive, but now you're most certainly dead. There's a rock box here. We need to remove the yellow blisters to prevent it from spreading.
I think it's down here. It's kind of like down. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it's down here. Let me get the cleaning
Lithophage
pod.
CHX4.
There's
I
another
hate you.
Hard launch.
This is the third brood nexus so far. Lots of these little things. Alright.
Let's see.
Cleansing pod has arrived. Time to clean up.
Armed and ready.
Hey.
Oh, wait, where are both my sentries at? Still up above. I'm on foaming duty.
I am on vacuum duty.
If I get infected, quarantine me in the abyss box.
Go away, you stupid park lover.
Applying litho from the rock box
Nope.
boils.
There we go.
Please die already.
Time to clean up the foam with the lithophage.
I was gonna say, how much more is there? Sometimes the meter doesn't show up and it's kind of weird.
Damn Rockbox. You are planet.
Okay. There is an alien egg down here.
Wally,
One sentry.
come here!
I ordered a resupply.
Supplies are on the way.
It's armed and ready.
Aliens, we need breakfast.
We tried that with a good amount of red salt.
So
Delicious. Shred and destroy.
I'm getting infected with Rockbox.
Look
Is
at
the
me.
last one
I'm
right
all
above
messed
us
up.
or something? Doesn't
Weapon
I don't know.
ready.
because this one
There's
we just
certainly,
got rid of. So I don't know.
Still got. Oh, I think you can see where the last contagion spike is. It's down the tunnel this way.
Yeah.
Grabbing ammo.
Then hike a right over here. There's floating foam. Do you see this?
Nope.
Oh, I do. It's just funny. Yep,
Marker up.
it's hanging out over here.
Calling down cleansing equipment.
Roger. Cleansing pod launched and will arrive shortly.
I like the new Lithophage Outbreak.
Ready to be filled.
I think it's interesting.
Done. Go get him, boy.
Cleansing equipment on site. Rubber glove time, team.
There's some pucks over here you missed.
What?
Right behind us.
I feel like I'm getting sick.
All contagion spikes
Hey,
neutralized.
woo!
Looks like you're done with the cleansing operation. The bioscan's
Whoa.
all green.
Left my nose on the bloody ice ring.
Rockbox Glyphid eliminated. I was born ready.
Even the Glyphids don't deserve this.
I hate rock pucks.
It's worse than salad!
It's getting into my suit.
Well, we don't have to worry about it no more in this
This is
particular
becoming
mission,
routine.
thankfully. Our boys are good.
Yep, now all we have is basically remaining fossils and the rest of the eggs.
Yeah.
Where's a scout? We need one.
Yeah, right?
Booyah!
Not saying I can't get them as engineer, but it just means it's gonna cost me a bit of my platforms.
What happened?
No, I almost fell. I'm fine.
Sharpen your
Oh,
big
shit.
axes.
Uh-oh.
Got an incoming swarm.
Uh-oh. Bugs aren't happy that we're taking their eggs for breakfast.
I think they finally had enough.
Ass over
Maybe
here.
they did.
Hurry, please.
They had enough of us. Bring it, Bugs.
Combat positions. The swarm is here.
Maybe we're not gonna.
Predator's
die.
out.
Born ready. Bambo!
See if I can get up a little bit. There we go.
Presser.
Oh boy. We got Big Baby over here. Oh. I'm trying to get him, but he's like hiding in the environment. There we go.
Presser down!
Kill the ship.
Holy.
Get out of here!
And you can slap the shredders if you're close enough to them. It's kind of
Chew.
cute.
Chew.
You're kind of cute when you're not trying to kill me.
Out of my face. And if any of you guys don't know what overclock I'm using, if you want to try to grind for it, the Lachlan Smart Rifle's overclock explosive chemical rounds is one of the best overclocks for the weapon. Basically what it does is every 3 locks on a target, the last bullet will explode if there's at least 3 locks.
Don't die on me.
And you can stack that with, I think there's a mod in Tier 3 and Tier 5
Incoming.
for
Yes,
electricity.
there's electric generator mod and electrochemical rounds to help make up for the damage loss that the overclock has. There's also an ammo penalty, so I'd kind of recommend going with the extra ammo so you have more to work with. But as you can see, it's amazing against most enemies.
Yeah.
Even those annoying spitters you see in the ceiling. It'll one burst like an acid spitter pretty much and has 4 or 5 depending on the team size.
Really?
Yeah,
Dang, that's
it's
pretty
actually
good.
not that bad.
Yeah, for anybody wondering what I'm running Carpet Bomber. Pretty straightforward overclock for the cannon.
Bring the pain!
And I'm running the damage resistance at full rate of fire in Tier 5. And GrandLord's
It's a
got
little,
shield link, so he can tag me with the shield link and I basically become a tank.
Yep, and this is originally brought up by another streamer called Cthulhu Plus, and he's an amazing streamer too. You should guys check him out. He does Deep Rock and a lot of co-op games. He's mostly PvE players, so if you want to do co-op games, well, he's one to check out. I recommend it.
Yeah.
Cargo crate here.
You find the batteries.
Cargo crate here. Let's open it.
you just gonna stand there, or are you gonna shoot?
I'm talking to you.
Why yada?
I couldn't help it.
Yeah, well, my friend does that
Really?
more. Yeah, he does it worse than you think. Now, where are...
Deep light up.
Oh, of course they'd be up in the ceiling.
Egghead. Wonder what Deep Rock is using them for.
We need breakfast here, Gunner. That's why we're getting eggs.
Except a little platform bridge to get to that fossil.
So long, suckers.
Hey.
Breaks over, minus.
Again?
Swarm headed directly for
These
Oh, goddammit.
blasted bugs. They really have not had. They've really had enough of us, haven't they?
Damn it! That changes our dinner plans.
Yep.
Supply drop has been ordered and is on the way. Swarm, they're here.
Grabber! We've got a grabber here! Got it right between the eyes!
You will hug no more.
Mudburster, go!
Go tank!
Got shielded, my friend. Ammo taken.
Where are all the bugs, though? I think we scared them off.
Yes.
They're all down there. Well, I'll throw a lead burster down at them. Or it completely bounced off of the Dorian. Jeez. Hey.
Stay down, Stinky.
Machine.
Hey.
Hey, can I get your attention?
Look over here!
Fancy armor. Like how you
If you don't rock and stone, you ain't coming home!
Fucking stove.
There's a Glyphid hot on your rear. But I got him.
Ah!
Glyphids like you today, GrandLord. They really like you.
Oh yeah, I've built up a nice big love-hate relationship with these guys. That's enough out of you.
Good news, team. The wave is thinning out.
Squash him.
I gotta say, between the boomerangs and the shredders, I don't know which one's my favorite from this season. It's one of the two.
I mean, they're both pretty decent. The boomerang has a nice stun, which is also great against Smackterra.
Robot!
And the Shredder Swarm are good for, I guess, taking care of small enemies and packs of Glyphid grunts. They kind of struggle against large enemies because of their low damage.
Horn ready.
Oh, that was an S-spitter, not anymore.
Not anymore.
You're a good
Here's another one.
Molly.
Not anymore. We still have 2 eggs we gotta find here.
Real.
And then you
I know
said
what I'm
another one was down below?
Ah, gobble snarks.
Think I dropped my bloody keys in there.
I also dropped that egg all the way down there too. Blast it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see it.
Here I come.
Well, I went to grab it, like, as soon as I popped it,
Yeah.
but then it decided to slip my hold.
I got it.
Egg here. Keep me covered. Go hands full here.
And the lead bursters are pretty good, but watch out for your teammates when you use these.
Where is that?
Same thing goes for Gunner's new nade as well. Like, that thing will do insanely high
Driller?
friendly fire damage. Yes, Driller. The
The spring-loaded Ripper is basically a
Yes.
Beyblade, saw blade, kind of
Beyblade,
whatever it is.
Actually, it does remind me of Beyblade because of the animation it does.
Last one's up here, like right above us, pretty much.
Platform.
And of course, Shredder Swarm is basically like having a hack patrol bot, but you get 5 hack Shredder drones instead.
Yeah, and they home in on enemies, so you don't have to like make them target stuff.
For some reason, the only thing they target with the rivals is like Nemesis possibly, but I've seen mostly
Really?
just the other shredders. I mean, I'm not certain on the Nemesis, but I know they target other shredders.
Molly, are you... Did you bury yourself in the dirt here, girl?
Rock and roll!
She's like just buried there.
That's how you do it. Drop pod is on the way.
How is that grabber at?
I don't know. There he is!
Oh, there it is.
Paragraph!
Bye-bye.
Nope. Denied. Grabber. Where's it coming in at?
It's a maggot. Don't step on it.
Drop pod has arrived. Retrieving the mule.
It's coming in that way.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 5 minutes.
Oh, Molly's going that way.
Mark!
Stand your ground. Give no quarter.
I got your back.
Oh yeah, she is going that way.
Yeah, initially I was going up the other zip line that you were, and then I was like, oh wait, Molly's actually going this way.
Yeah, ECR is just very good with the volatile guts.
And just in general, really. I love it. That and Seeker rounds I'm a big fan of. Rock and Stone! Well,
That's how you do it, boys.
Lithophage Outbreak.
Thank you for your good work. Drop pod will leave with or without you.
Hey.
Rock you like a stone.
Hey.
Pod.
Yeah, you do get a much bigger bonus from the Lithophage Outbreak, though, compared to the other mutators. You get a 50% XP buff, versus I think it's anywhere from 15 to 30 for the other ones.
And it makes sense because of it being a biohazard, contamination.
And it's like a second primary objective, like GrandLord said earlier. So it's like you have
That's
to
correct.
do a lot more than you normally would, even with the other mutators taken into account.
It can even make like point extractions and even on-site refining a bit more difficult because you have to clean the cave before you can launch the minehead rocket or start the refining process.
Yeah, so that's something to keep in mind for those missions.
Oi! Rounds of
Glyphid Slammer,
Slammers,
GrandLord.
please.
What is this? Look at him go!
Yeah.
A little bit of talk show
And these-
time. Grab the special mugs.
Those we lost.
So,
This
GrandLord,
water edition mug is all. Yes, ma'am.
what got you into Deep Rock?
Yeah!
So
Good
initially,
sir.
I didn't know it was a thing until I saw my mom's boyfriend playing at one point an Xbox with his friends. And it was on Xbox at the time, and this was before like all the new enemies. So there was like the Glyphid Warrior and the Veteran Warrior. So I was like, huh,
Ooh.
that looks interesting. So I decided to get it for myself a day or two later and started playing it like mostly Scout because I like the grappling hook.
Yep.
And eventually I got to play the other classes, I got better with different weapons and builds, and now, a couple years later with all the new updates, I eventually moved to Steam, playing with other streamers, and to where I am today, well, you can say I'm a bit too dedicated, but there's no such thing as too much dedication.
No, not for a
me
game
like
like
a
Deep Rock.
stone.
If
Well,
you don't rock and
So if you were gonna bounce
you
that
ain't
onto me,
coming
what got
home.
me into Deep Rock, I had no idea this game existed either. Until my boyfriend Diamond, full username DiamondMaster486 for those of you who have been around here before, he tells me about this game last July, and is like, hey, Nova, there's this game about space dwarves. And I'm like, space dwarves? I'm in! So I instantly pick it up after that. And I start playing it, and I start playing Gunner, because I like all the big guns in video games. That was always something for me. And I just fell in love with it ever since. There was about a 1 month gap at one point late last year, but then when Season 1 came out, game over. It was non-stop since then. With all the new content coming out, and I absolutely love the Hurricane. Love it.
Because everyone
love it,
wants to
love it.
grind the season, too.
And even with the seasons, if you miss it, don't worry about it. It goes into the loot crates and stuff. So you don't have to worry about not getting stuff. You can still get it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, on that token, let's grab another one.
Bartender, a round
This
of
is so
Glyphid
fun.
Slammers for my team.
So, have you had any really crazy missions or instances in this game?
Carl would approve of
I will
this.
tell you, the first time I tried a Hazard 5 mission, my friends tried to get me to play it. We were all gunner, using the
Yeah.
minigun, and it went south so fast. It's so crazy. Like, I couldn't even do much once the first swarm hit or something. Like, two of us were down for like, I don't know, good 10 minutes before swarm after swarm, and then we just,
Yeah,
So I
I
was
can,
like, wow, that went south fast.
yeah, I can remember my first Has 5. It was with Diamond and Arcor. We were going through the mission chain for it, and they're like, let's just try it, right? What could possibly go wrong? We're all dead in less than 2 minutes, and we can't do anything.
Yep, that's basically the first impressions for Has 5, basically.
For a lot of people, when they first try it, it's like... it's like, whoa, there's so many bugs, and they move so fast. On Has 5, they move faster than you, so even if you're sprinting, you will not outrun them. They're gonna catch you.
Not to mention how bullet spongy they are.
They're so bulky, especially the bigger bugs, and if you're in a group.
Yeah,
It's even
4-man Has
worse.
5 is no joke.
No.
Rounds of Glyphid
Even if
And
you're
I've
a group
played
of
with,
skilled players, it may not work.
I've played with like 1-man gaming, you step in, and even like Blueberry Waffles, full man Hazard 5. You really like the challenge? Well,
Darkness, my old
you can play with those guys if you play with your friends in Hazard 5. But just be warned, it's gonna be very chaotic.
Yes, it can be chaotic whether you just started playing Has 5 or whether you've been doing it for a while.
Yeah, there's so many people that are used to doing it like since it first came out,
Yeah,
along with like Betsy and whatnot, the Chrono Shellbacks.
yeah. So, with that in mind, first Elite Deep Dive.
Oh, okay. So the first time I tried an Elite Deep Dive, I think it was the Radioactive Exclusion Zone. It was Carnivorous Cemetery. That one was a pain. I played as my gunner. It was solo. I went with like all 4 downs, similar to what Ron would do with his
Yeah.
Bosco build. I pretty much used up all my downs in each stage, and I couldn't make it on the last because it was point extraction with eggs, and that sucks with lethal
Ah,
enemies.
that hurts.
Yeah.
That's what
I
happened
remember
with
when I
this week's Deep Dives, Grandlord. That's pretty much it. Eggs, Aquarks, and lethal enemies.
Yikes. I mean, I remember when I beat my first Elite Deep Dive, though. It was the Dense Bile Zone one. And I was
Yeah.
using Gunner once again, but it was a duo with my friend.
Yeah.
And I went with a build that 1-man gaming once used with his Gunner. Went a lot better, though it's still, difficult, because second stage was Bacteria Plague, and everyone hates Bacteria
Oh,
Plague.
I hate Nectar Plague. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like it either.
Oh, and the last stage was, I think, Haunted Cave. No, was it? No, it was Cave Witch Cluster.
Oh, Cave Leech Cluster can actually be pretty bad.
Yep.
Well, for me, my first Elite Deep Dive, I can give you 2 answers, one in a group and one solo. The one I did in a group was with Arcor and Diamond, before Arcor started going to college, and of course, that takes up a good chunk of a person's time. I actually ended up playing Driller. I was a gunner main at the time, but I was like, I think we need the cryo cannon for this, because the first stage was an oil rig with exploders and volatile guts. So the cryo cannon was an asset in that mission. Between the 3 of us, I think we went down a combined total of like 40, 50 times. It was insane.
Oh my god.
Yeah, between the 3 of us, it was kind of crazy. We did
Jesus
make it.
Christ.
When we got to the end of stage 3, I can remember this. I was like, we are either all making it out or none of us are making it out, because this is the first Elite Dive we've ever done. And we all made it out. Barely, but we did. I threw it on the cryo cannon. I'm like, go, Arcor, get in the pod. Because I think he was the last one to get into the pod. But we made it. And then my first solo Elite Dive, was in the crystalline caverns.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember its name. I have it up here on my second monitor. Let me find it here.
Well, while you're doing that, the elite deep dive I mentioned that I beat for the first time in
Yeah.
a duo, which was Dense Biozone, was Dead Man's Inferno.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, typical name, right?
Yeah. So the code name for that elite dive was Shattered Hideout, and that was in crystalline. The first two stages were fine, for the most part. But stage 3, I have a slight PTSD from that, because it was an escort duty with mules and shield disruption on Has
Oh my
5
god,
and
I
a half.
hated that one. I
On
soloed
Has
that
5
one
and a
too.
half. It was my first solo elite dive. I was like... The problem with that one, GrandLord, was the mules, all the legs. As Dottie was drilling into that room, she was triggering all of those hordes that normally happen when you get near the mini mule legs, but you couldn't do anything about it. Because of where she was going.
I recall that too.
And it was like... It took me a good 3-4 attempts to beat that one when I finally beat it. I put it on my channel. I'll link it in the description below for anybody that wants to see that.
I think
My
I
first
beat
solo
that one
elite
first
dive.
time through. I just get lucky, I guess.
It took me 3 or 4 shots. I had to change my build a couple of times. And that's how I came to neurotoxin payload and lead spray as my deep dive go-to.
Glyphid Slammer for everyone! It's slamming time! Yeah!
I like using the sludge pump as during elite dives because not only does it help to melt armor and enemies, but it's also good to help slow down crowds and do like dot damage over time.
Yeah.
As for NG, I kind of like either the stubby or the lock with the explosive chemical rounds.
I'm a big fan of EM Refire Booster if we're starting to talk about NG.
Yes.
It's
I will be honest, I kind of
crazy
put that
good.
overclock off to the side for a while because I just kind of like using the accuracy. Didn't
Yeah.
really like it as much. But after I started using it, I'm just like, dude, this overclock's actually pretty dang good. It just makes it more like a short range weapon rather than long range.
I mean, NG doesn't have a lot of range generally speaking. You can have some degree of range, but not a lot.
The shard diffractor is practically a sniper laser beam. Like you can
Yeah.
counter a sniper turret from like all the way across of a part of a map.
Yeah. If you can see it, you can shoot it, is basically the thing
Yes.
with the shard diffractor.
Oh, the rest were playing catch.
Oh, were we? I don't know. Are we?
Uh,
Let's try it. Alright, let's...
uh,
Eh,
oh. Well,
got
hold
it!
on.
Oh!
It feels like you're tossing it to the ground a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm throwing it right at you.
Oh, there we go. I got it. Oh.
Ah. MLG moves right here.
Yep. Well, I'm loving the new season, the Lithophage Outbreak.
As am I.
anybody-
Touchdown.
If anybody else out there wants to do collab
This is the most
content,
fun
any
I've
other
had
DRG
today.
creators out there, let us know in the comments. We're always looking for new people to game with.
Stone and
If
rock!
you don't rock
Yep.
and stone, you ain't
Oh, wait.
coming home!
And make sure to check out GrandLord on Twitch.
Rock and
Yeah.
Make sure to check him out.
Stone!
Do you have a
I'm
YouTube
doing-
page?
I mean, yeah, but it's kind of small. My Twitch is more. I'm trying to focus more on Twitch.
Yeah.
I just gotta figure out how to get my gameplay to display again with Streamlabs because for some reason, like just the game capture doesn't work, but my display one does.
Did I hear a rock
We
and
are
stone?
Alright.
unbreakable.
Well, catch you guys next time in the next collab content. Maybe we'll do the deep dives next week collab. We'll see if we
That
can
sounds
do
like
that.
a freaking awesome plan.
Rock and stone.
Alright, catch you guys then, everybody. Rock and stone to the bone.
Rock and stone to the bone.
Don't forget, GrandLord. We have something we need to do.
Knock me
Oh,
Like a true
yeah.
dwarf.
down!
Like a true dwarf. Ah!
The only way to go out is with
Gem
this.
my ass to the bone.
Hidden gems my ass.
That's gotta be my favorite one, I swear.
It's always been a person's favorite of mine as well.
Yeah.
Rock me
Rock
like a
me like a
stone.
stone.
Rock and stone.
Rock and stone, brother.
Stone,
I have
beautiful.
Oh,
You guys are
had
awesome.
enough.
Ugh, there's something in my beard.
Oh,
What's in your beard,
got
Grandlord?
Really late yesterday.
Leftover sandwich and just a little bit of Mactera brew.
Too dangerous for pants. You are a party dwarf.
I've always been a party dwarf. I mean, look at me. Can you blame me?
No, not at all. Alright, guys.
Stone, yeah.
Catch you next time. Rock
Yeah,
and stone.
It's been fun.
Oh, yeah.